Hello and welcome to DH Newsroom. Today we'll be talking about political developments in Tamil Nadu. O. Panneerselvam, the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu and the former AIADMK leader, has officially joined the DMK. He has gone to the DMK party office and in the presence of Chief Minister MK Stalin and Deputy Chief Minister Udayanidhi Stalin, he has actually joined the party. This is a major development. To discuss this with me, I have my colleague Shiva Priyan. On December 5th, 2016, Jayalalitha passed away. A day later, she was buried. And about 2 months later, on February 2017, on a Tuesday morning, O. Panneerselvam went to Jayalalitha's burial site. He held a fast of sorts for about 40 minutes. And then he came out with a revelation that he was forced to resign 2 days back on February 5th, 2017. He said Shashikala was taking over the party and that in a way he had an epiphany that Jayalalitha spoke to him, Jayalalitha's spirit spoke to him and told him that he should come out and tell the people of Tamil Nadu the truth. Shivpriyan, a lot has actually gone in the years since then. ADMK has been in power. It lost power. EPS and OPS have had a fallout, and now OPS joins the DMK. How do you see this whole arc shifting?
It's kind of shock for the DMK cadre itself, because no one expected OPS, who actually criticized the DMK along with Jayalalitha for 15 years in the assembly, directing all the attacks against the DMK, joining the party in the presence of Chief Minister MK Stalin. Apart from the optics that Mr. Stalin is accommodative, he is actually very magnanimous in accepting everyone who accepts his leadership. Other than these two things, I don't think there is any major gain for the DMK from the inclusion of Mr. O. Panneerselvam. Yes, optic-wise, Mr. Stalin gains, but on the politics side of it, there is not much politically significant votes or anything that OPS brings to the table for the DMK. Actually, OPS is actually, if we use the harshest language, is actually a spent force in Tamil Nadu, Viju, because OPS has lost his political relevance over the years because of his indecisiveness. Mr. OPS was the chief minister thrice. He was forced to resign as he claims. And now Shashikala has come out to say that it was not her or her family which forced him to resign, but his own cabinet colleagues who wanted Shashikala to take over. So after that fasting or the dhyanam that you spoke about, the Dharma Yuddham as it is called in Tamil, so Mr. O. Panneerselvam, that Dharma Yuddham actually was the beginning of his downfall. After that, he actually said that Mr. Gurumurthy said very clearly that it was he who advised Mr. O. Panneerselvam to go to Jayalalitha's burial site and then raise a rebellion against Shashikala. After that, he has not been able to actually get the support from the AIADMK people, because he was the one who actually opened the floodgates of the AIADMK to the BJP. He was the one who took all the internal problems of the AIADMK to the BJP, and that is how the BJP started meddling in the internal affairs of the AIADMK.
Shiva, is it safe to say that OPS's rebellion in 2017 was actually the starting point from where the ADMK's downfall started and where it is today, where it finds itself today? Is Panneerselvam actually the person responsible for that? Would that be too harsh a statement?
It is certainly not harsh to say that, Viju, because Mr. Panneerselvam was actually asked to be the chief minister by the cabinet colleagues after Ms. Jayalalitha died. But the same cabinet colleagues asked him to step down so that Shashikala can step in. Mr. TTV Dinakaran and Shashikala are on record to say that if OPS had waited for about a week, when Shashikala had to go to the jail because of the ruling, which said that she has to serve a 4 years prison term, then there would have been no choice but to appoint OPS as a chief minister for Shashikala. Only because OPS rebelled against Shashikala and he left the AIADMK camp, Ms. Sashikala and TTV Dinakaran were forced to choose Mr. Edappadi Palaniswamy as the ADMK legislature party leader. So if OPS hadn't listened to the BJP and hadn't rebelled against Sashikala, the ADMK could have remained united and OPS could have been the chief minister. We really don't know what would have happened. We can't go back in time and say what would have happened.
Okay.
But certainly it was OPS who actually invited the BJP to meddle in the internal affairs of the ADMK. It's not the other way around. The BJP may have wanted to meddle, but it was OPS who gave them an open invitation to them, invited them to the ADMK and said that like you sort out all the differences, because Mr. OPS clearly said that it was only on the insistence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He agreed to be the deputy to EPS in August 27,
Yes.
after a truce was arrived at between both the people. So I think OPS, we can safely say that he is responsible for what the ADMK is today.
What would be the thinking in the AIDMK camp? Is it a big loss for them, or is it actually OPS was a spent force that hardly it matters for the AIDMK?
I see, like for the AIADMK optics wise, I think it's a loss for them. But I think it further strengthens Edappadi Palaniswamy's off-repeated statement that OPS has always been against the party and he was expelled from the party because he was not in line with the party. So I think the ADMK doesn't lose much other than optics, because whatever they have lost because of OPS they have already lost it in 2024. So they have nothing to lose again in 2026.
Now, just put your thinking hat and tell me if what would be the thinking in the DMK camp when it invites a person like OPS. Now, just to give the bit of background on that, OPS is not exactly in the AIDMK. He has lost much of his political clout. And is there a regional equation or is there a caste equation over here which is being played? And can you just explain that for our viewers? What is it, if at all, there is a calculation in that? And interestingly, it's not every day that you see a car with Jayalalitha's photo prominently placed in it reaching the DMK headquarters. Panneerselvam today, when he went to the DMK office, went on a car which prominently had a photograph of Jayalalitha on it. Is he trying to still put out the message to Jayalalitha loyalists that he is still following her principles? It's hard to explain, but could you just shed a bit light on that?
No, Viju, OPS, like you rightly pointed out, has lost much of his supporters when he did the rebellion against EPS in June 2022. Hardly 5 or 7 district secretaries were with him, while the majority of the district secretaries were with EPS. So OPS lost the political battle long back. He was only hiding behind the legal battle for a very long time. But even then, he felt that the BJP would come and help him whenever he fell off. So whenever he had a fall in his political career, he expected the BJP to lift him, but the BJP was not willing to do that because the BJP was very much inclined to doing business with Mr. Edappadi Palaniswamy because he still controls the AIADMK, and without the AIADMK, the BJP cannot make inroads into the Dravidian state of Tamil Nadu. So for the BJP, if it has to be relevant in Tamil Nadu, it has to associate with EPS. It can't associate with OPS. That is why the BJP was.
But what would be the DMK? What would be the DMK camp's thinking in welcoming OPS into its fold?
See, like my hunch is that most of the cadres would be very upset to see this happening, Viju. I think no cadre would want to see O. Panneerselvam's name against the DMK symbol of rising sun. So that apart, I think the DMK's thinking in bringing Mr. OPS was that it would boost Stalin's image as inclusive, as someone who's magnanimous, someone who will accept anyone who accepts his leadership. Apart from that, OPS belongs to a dominant Mukkulathor caste, to which Sashikala and Dinakaran also belong. So the DMK, after Jayalalitha's death, has been vying for a section of the Mukkulathor votes, and they have also been getting it. So now they want to send across a message that they have another Mukkulathor leader with them. So that they believe will bring them votes. Moreover, they want to show that show Mr. Palaniswamy in the bad light, saying that Palaniswamy could not keep his own party united. So a person who was deputy chief minister in his camp and who was the leader, who was actually Palaniswamy's boss in the AIADMK, has joined the
Yes, yes.
DMK. So it is a no confidence against Palaniswamy. So the DMK's messaging here is political, but it is a fact that most of the DMK cadres and many senior leaders won't be smiling with OPS in their camp.
Now, tell me, what is the future for a leader like OPS in the DMK, where you have where you have Stalin as the towering figure, and OPS's son, who was former Teni MP, Ravindranath. What is his future in a party where you already have a top-heavy leadership?
See, like as long as the political future of OPS and his son are concerned, Viju, I think it's more or less over. So they will have to, Mr. OPS may be given a MLA seat, or probably if he wants to go to Delhi, probably he'll get a Rajya Sabha seat if Mr. Stalin wishes so. Otherwise, they will have to be confined to being an MLA, maximum a minister. I don't think there is anything that the DMK can offer beyond that for Mr. OPS.
Okay, last question. Was DMK OPS's first choice, or did he also go to TVK?
See, like I believe that he was willing to join the TVK or being in alliance with the TVK, but I think it was a DMK that advised against him joining the TVK because they thought that if OPS or any credible figure go, not just a credible figure, but a senior politician goes to Vijay, it will give further credibility to Vijay and it will further boost Vijay's prospects. So they didn't want Vijay to grow in strength. So probably that is why they advised him against going to Vijay. But they would not have been sad if he had gone with AIADMK or NDA. But they are very happy that they didn't go to Vijay. Mr. OPS didn't go to Vijay.
Okay, thanks. Before we wind up, here's actually a thought. It's not every day that a former chief minister quits his party and joins the rival or the opposition party. This is what we are seeing in Tamil Nadu. Whether OPS joining the DMK will create waves or will it actually go unnoticed, we will know in the days to come. You can track all these developments on our website. Shivapriyan will be closely following the developments in Tamil Nadu. On our YouTube channel, if you've not subscribed, you can consider subscribing. You can press the bell icon so that the next time a video drops, you'll be notified. Until then, thank you.